Hey guys, welcome to Gaijin Anime, and today I'll be talking about some great Seiyuu or Japanese voice actors whom I recommend to check out and follow. In particular, today's episode will focus on the trending or interesting female Seiyuu for the year 2017. Of course, this will be highly subjective. Everybody has different tastes in terms of voices, and some people actually even watch dubs, which I kind of don't really understand. Folks, seriously watch the originals, because the originals with subtitles, they're a million times better than any dubs that you'll find. I mean, there are some rare cases where the dub voice actors do a pretty good job, but it is really rare that they manage to do it at the same level as the Japanese seiyus. The Japanese voice acting industry is no joke. It's a really hardcore and very serious industry, highly professional, and the intensity is just crazy. I mean, some roles there are 100 seiyuu who audition for the same role. The quality shows it. So it's really there is no other industry, voice acting industry anywhere else on the planet that's comparable to the seiyuu industry. Yeah, perhaps it's not quite as easy to appreciate if you don't speak Japanese, but nevertheless, I mean, I've seen some YouTube comments go, I don't speak Japanese, but her voice or his voice, it just sounds awesome. Well, I mean, that's the effect that it produces. If you actually speak Japanese, if you understand even a little bit of conversational Japanese, it kind of enhances the whole thing by a factor of 10. So you learn to recognize the seiyuu, you can kind of feel the voice, their way of speaking and things like that. So for example, when you watch a new anime, you kind of instantly know, okay, that's the guy or that's the girl. In a way, it's funny because it kind of slightly takes the novelty away. For example, for the so-called ninki seiyuu, so popular seiyuu, really big name ones who appear in like 10 anime in one season. Sometimes it's kind of, kind of gets old, but that's already more of a luxury kind of feeling. The first step, in my opinion, would be to just learn basic Japanese, which is not hard to do. I mean, all the typical "Ohayou gozaimasu, konnichiwa, itterashaimase, irashaimase, itterashai, tadaima," whatever, what have you. I mean, all those typical phrases, they are not hard to learn. It takes maybe, I don't know, a couple of weeks for the basic language course, and you'll have those down, no problem. So the basic conversation, it's not hard. What is hard is the technical stuff, the sci-fi speak and the fantasy terms, and especially the politics. I don't understand anything in political Japanese language. Actually, the interesting thing is the seiyuu industry in itself has already been covered in anime multiple times, and sometimes pretty well, and in a rather interesting fashion. There are quite a few notable anime that you can watch if you're interested in this. In particular, the absolutely awesome Shirobako. This is not just about seiyuu, it's about anime production in general, and this anime is just brilliant in my opinion, because it's really well done. It shows that the staff were really into it, that the quality is really good everywhere. The characters and the stories are kind of realistic in many ways. One of them is actually an aspiring seiyuu, and all the hardships that she goes through, they're kind of typical for the seiyuu world. You can watch it, it's very nice. Another one is Korega Seiyuu, which specifically focuses on seiyuu. Also a nice anime, but it's not quite high budget and high profile as Shirobako, so it's nevertheless quite interesting in some smaller aspects. There is also the quite recent Girlish Number, which is, however, already kind of a parody. It's not even really very serious. The problem is, some things that the characters do there would be very much unthinkable in a real Japanese corporate environment. That's just no. Anyhow, without further delay, let me proceed to the main part, my recommended female seiyuu list 2017. Okay, number 1, Hanazawa Kana. She's relatively young. She actually started her career as a junior idol. It's kind of Japanese specific thing where she basically just had some really small scale events in Akihabara, just work herself up from there. At some point she worked together on a voice acting role with Kawasumi Ayako, also known as Saber, and quite a few other really big name roles. She's a veteran. Kawasumi Ayako basically convinced her to do Seiyuu work full time. I think that was quite the correct decision, because Hanakana, as she's also known, she has really specific kind of voice. That's kind of hard to imitate. There are not so many other Seiyuu which can do this kind of voice. So she's extremely popular. I mean, I was at an event of hers, I think 2 years ago in Shinjuku. That was an event where she just had a 20-minute interview, and then there was like 1 hour of compiled videos, not live performance or anything, just compiled videos of her concerts. That was it. That was a hall with almost 1,000 people, a movie theater, really large one. It was sold out. I mean, there were 1,000 people willing to pay around Chimaeng, so around $100 in one day to just see 20 minutes of Hanakana talking to some guys. That's the level we're talking about here. Of course, Hanakana is really well known by now with a lot of very big name roles, such as Sengoku Nadeko in Bakemonogatari, Tsunemura Akane in Psycho Pass, very nice series, Shina Mayuri in Steins Gate, Sonohara Anri in Durarara, Onodera Kosaki in Nisekoi, Kuroneko in Orimo, or Yukari in Koto no Ha no Niwa by Shinkai Makoto. By the way, really recommend Koto no Ha no Niwa. Watch it if you haven't seen it. It's a brilliant movie. Just 45 minutes, but amazing. Going a little bit off topic, but the more recent movie by Shinkai Makoto, Kimi no Na wa, which was just recently released in Japan. I'm not really sure about Europe, but in Japan it was a major hit, and I think it's like the 3rd or 4th highest grossing movie of all time. Number 1, Titanic. Number 2, I don't know what. And like number 3 or 4 is Kimi no Na wa. For the fact that basically Shinkai Makoto is one guy. He started out doing everything. Drawing, doing voiceover work, animating, everything. And this movie, it made, I think, $500 million or something like that. I mean, way to go, Shinkai Makoto. To return to the topic on hand, she also does a bit of singing, although to be honest, she's not such a great singer, in my opinion. The Rena Circulation song has been covered a ton of times by other Seiyuu and other people, and even the dance that is Renai Circulation, feel free to listen to it for a few seconds, has actually been done quite a few times, much like the Hare Hare Yukai dance from Suzumi Haruhi. Next, I'd like to recommend Kaya no Ai. She's perhaps slightly less known, or perhaps not so slightly less known. She's also quite a brilliant Seiyuu in my opinion, with a very unique voice. It's a more cool and One-san type of voice, which however fits various character types extremely well. Some characters you just think, okay, this is the perfect voice, there is nobody else who can do this better. She has done such roles such as Alicia in Tales of Zestiria X, Shiro in No Game No Life, Kasumi Gaoka Utaha in Sayanai Heroine no Sodatekata, Darkness in Konosuba. I think a lot of people will know this one. Ogasawara Rinko in Shirobako, which I mentioned previously, Shina Mashiro in Sakura-san no Pet no Kanojo, Ibara Mayaka in Hyoka, or Menma in Anohana. That's not all, that's just a selection of roles. She has not only done anime work, she was also in some games such as Final Fantasy XIV, where she played the really nice character of Yashitora. She also won a new Seiyuu award in the 6th annual Seiyuu Awards, so there we have it. A fun fact about Kaya no Ai is that she loves sake, Japanese rice wine, and she actually even has a YouTube show, Kaya no Mi, Kaya no Ai ga nihonshi wo nominagara taberu dake, where she basically eats stuff and drinks sake. It's actually a nice job, I guess. Check it out. Next on my recommended list I have Sawashiro Miyuki, who is a kind of a veteran Seiyuu and has done a real large number of roles. Just to list a few of them: Shinon in SAO, Tsuruga Kanbaro in Bakemonogatari, Bishamon in Noragami, Celti in Durarara, Ultier, Ul and Virgo in Fairy Tail, which is actually an interesting situation, not so uncommon for a shonen series, because in really long-running shonen series like Fairy Tail, you have this giant cast with, I don't know, 1,000 characters, and the studios sometimes kind of save money on this and they don't want to audition extra people, so they just take one veteran Seiyuu and ask if they want to do several roles at once, just changing their voice somewhat. As the Seiyuu typically, well, kind of want to make a little bit more money or whatever, they often agree to do this. So in this case, she actually voiced 3 different characters in one show. Then there is of course Shinku in Rosen Maiden, great role. Onna Kishin Maoyu Mao Yusha. Himeko Inaba in Kokoro Connect, excellent anime. It's really interesting premise, kind of supernatural kind of setting. Ito Serika in Uchu Kyodai. Busujima Sayako in High School of the Dead. That's an awesome character, and I think she voiced her really well there. And even some relatively unusual roles such as Lark Xing in Tegamibachi, who is actually a small boy. So here you have a 30-something-year-old woman voicing a small boy. It's actually pretty common. And finally, she has one, just like Kayano Ai, she has a role in Final Fantasy XIV: A Realm Reborn, which is Minfilia, and I think this is also quite a great role by her, really nice character. She has been around in the Seiyuu industry since 1999. Hope she'll continue to do some more roles. Not yet sure which characters she'll have in the upcoming season, but maybe I'll do a video on this a bit later to give an overview of which Seiyuu do which roles in the currently airing anime. Okay, next I have a really unknown Seiyuu, whom however I just want to promote a little bit. She has done, in my opinion, a really good job voicing this one character, and this is Miao Chirenge from Non Non Biori. Just brilliant. Check this out. And my last recommendation is also a pretty much unknown Seiyuu, Naganawa Maria, who however has also done a really good job on a side character in a recent series, Kobayashi Santino Made the Dragon. The character is Kanui Kana, who is, yeah, you guessed it, she's a dragon, but she's a small dragon. The way she voices Kana is just brilliant. I mean, some of the scenes I just laughed my ass off. I mean, it's basically Gap Moya, where the character is super cute, super vulnerable, but in reality she's like this big powerful dragon, so she's a little bit, you know, the gap makes it very Moya. The scenes with her were just... watch it. Okay, so that's basically it for my top female Seiyuu list to watch in 2017, the short version. If I really did all of them, it would be like 30 or 40, and it's kind of too long. Perhaps I'll do a couple more videos on that, if there is interest, of course. Otherwise, I'll maybe do a video on the male Seiyuu. Again, I'll just look at the feedback and go from there. Anyhow, thanks for watching. See you next time. If you liked it, please press the subscribe and like buttons. And arigatou gozaimasu. Mata ne.